really get into it. Let's go. This is how Omega's arrival challenged the bond of the SPD Rangers.
SPD Omega Ranger! And I traveled a long way just for you.
We begin with Boom freaking out, as usual, bringing the squad a radio message picked up from 15 years into the future.
Cadets, I've told you before, this is not a place of play.
Not play. Big trouble.
The message states it being the 15th anniversary of Grum's takeover of Earth, which would have meant the exact day that SPD is standing listening to the message. If they're still sending out radio calls 15 years after a disaster, then they must be in immense trouble. That's a long time.
If anyone can hear this, please send help. Today, July 11th, is the 15th anniversary of the Trubian takeover of our planet Earth.
They basically say, help, we're all dying, we're all dead. The caller says they sent out Omega, who did not die. No one recognizes the name. After the call is verified, the Rangers are sent out to the city, except for Z.
Where is Miss Delgado?
After the broadcast, she kind of freaked out. I'll notify her.
Go, Rangers!
I think it's funny she just didn't go outside. She went like extremely deep into a forest because the Sentai footage told her to. She's stopped by Morgana, who plays a big hand in this takeover. This episode introduces two new villains, Shorty and his brother Devastation, who truly has one of the worst monster voices I have ever heard.
Nicely done.
Way to go, big brother! Yes! I will make quick work of these fools!
They're the galaxy's two most wanted criminals, apparently over Grum, or maybe Grum doesn't count. I don't know. A device is set up to send a signal to the outside, an indicator of incoming invaders. The Rangers put up a fight and lose, and the device gets set off.
Let them marinate in fear.
Marinate?
Let's go!
This episode is a lot of the Rangers just getting washed. Marinate!
It's buttery.
Buttery?
The Megazord gets thrashed, requiring extra maintenance. Megazord gets thrashed, requiring extra maintenance and repair of the Delta Runners, meaning they're unable to use them when Shorty goes gigantic later on.
Maybe the message was right. This is the end.
The Delta Command Megazord is sent out as gloriously as ever. Look, if you guys ever want a video on the music, just please let me know, because SPD has hands down one of the best soundtracks in the entire franchise. It all sounds so grand with what's going on.
Rangers, in position. Morphers, lock. Delta Command Megazord, ready.
Just a shame the music couldn't save it. In comes a blue and white Zord out of nowhere, and he sounds sick.
SPD, you're under arrest.
He looks sick too. Blue and white and gold will always be an amazing color combo when used properly. The Megazord makes light work of Shorty.
It's time to show them.
Shut up! As a Ranger exits the Megazord, B Squad follows behind and we're introduced to Omega.
First 5 Rangers, then 6, and now 7.
No! What? 7? That can't be right!
SPD Omega Ranger! And I traveled a long way just for you.
Omega is crazy. His fighting style is lightning quick and his voice, dude. I feel his ADR is hit or miss at times, but I also feel I liked it so much growing up because he sounds like Sonic. Like he really does.
This isn't the first time we've met, and it won't be the last. And to think, I'm not even warmed up yet.
We soon see him morph into a ball of light and disappear. The same ball of light that's been following the Rangers around for episodes and episodes and like it's been around for a long time at this point.
SPD code dictates that a ranger will not stand by when another ranger is in trouble. That's why I came, to save you.
Omega's attitude poses a challenge. His state-of-the-art futuristic technology gives him the confidence to stand against the Rangers and even Commander Kruger, stating that it's his job to take out Morgana and Devastation, and that B Squad should step aside.
I said I'll handle it. On your order, sir.
Rangers?
I say let him go.
I've always loved this about SPD. They've time and time again, even individually, had to prove themselves and or show that they're more than enough on their own. It's a test of strength and a trust in themselves, even when it's challenged by a fellow Power Ranger. Standing their ground when an attack is called in, they let him leave. This, on first glance, presents the notion of a lack of belief in his Rangers on Kruger's behalf, but in reality, it shows a massive level of trust in his B Squad. He trusts their judgment in letting them send Omega on his own to see what he can or can't handle without the possibility of allowing them to help. They know what they're capable of, and they're not going to let someone that they see as a newbie push them out, regardless of how new their equipment is. While Omega is able to wipe out the Crybots, he struggles against Devastation and his horrible voice.
You are finished!
This is when the SPD Rangers whip out a code that Omega quotes earlier on in the episode and flips it back onto him.
A ranger will not stand by when another ranger is in trouble.
But you can't beat this guy.
Sorry, but a code is a code.
SPD has their own issues with Devastation, standing nearly defeated themselves, but they manage to power through, which shows through to Omega.
I like that.
The B Squad is fueled with strength and perseverance regardless of any possible outcome. With this being evident, Omega initiates judgment with
That's my stuff right
SPD's
there.
judgment. See what I did there? See? Oh gosh.
Marinate?
But is unable to stop Devastation. This leads to SPD and Omega using their Zords together to take him out as a team.
Ah! Finally, he gives us some props. Ow!
The introduction of the Omega Ranger was so wholesome, his whole purpose being to let the Rangers show what they're made of and integrating a new stronger force into the team. Us even finding out that he is that one kid, Sam, from earlier in the series. This two-parter as it is was just really nice, one of my favorites. SPD had a lot of 2- and 3-parters, so that's saying something. Go back to it sometime.
Marinate?
Alicia, Andrew, Austin, Autistic Disney, Brandon.
Autistic Disney. That's wild. Alright, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. That Pop-Tart was pretty good. It was it had a little tart taste to it, but I liked it.